MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. And Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
Welcome to James G. Anderson Field. We are set for girls varsity soccer. The lights are shining bright, and the Marshfield Rams are set to go against the Whitman-Hanson Panthers. This is sure to be an incredible game. I'm Ben Wilson today, flying solo.
Congratulations, very good. Thank you.
Both teams discussing strategies, preparing for this game ahead of them. Marshfield is coming off a tie versus Hingham, and Whitman-Hanson is coming off a 3-1 loss against Duxbury. Whitman-Hanson definitely has a lot of attitude coming into this game, considering coming off that win against Duxbury. While Marshfield still looking for a win, Marshfield is 5-7-1, and they are looking to hopefully even out that record with this win here tonight. Whitman-Hanson being 5-5-2 is looking for also a win tonight. Both teams could use a win in their season. Both teams definitely going to put in the effort here tonight. Like I said before, this is going to be an absolutely incredible game. Whitman-Hanson on the right side of the field, while Marshfield is going to be on the left to start this half. And this game is underway. Whitman-Hanson going to start with the ball. Sophia Blanco playing lots of defense wins championships, ladies and gentlemen. Sophia Blanco, incredible defender on the Marshfield team. Now Sarah Foley attempting to get the ball, but Whitman-Hanson gets it down the field. Marshfield going to send it back. Marshfield, a great defensive team, but Marshfield can have their slip-ups just like Whitman-Hanson. Now this ball is in Whitman-Hanson territory. Whitman-Hanson going to play the defense that they need to use. Marshfield is dangerous on offense, especially Sarah Foley and Kayla DePasquale, both some of the goaling leaders on the Marshfield Rams team. Whitman-Hanson having good ball possession. Start this game early. DePasquale going to send it over. Now it's back to her. Whitman's going to intercept this one. This one's in the middle of the field now. Still in Whitman-Hanson territory. Whitman-Hanson trying desperately to get that ball out. This one's going to go to the goal here. Marshfield playing great offense. Whitman-Hanson has the defense, though, to stop them. Whitman-Hanson trying to send this one deep down the field, but Marshfield's going to send it right back. Marshfield doing an incredible job now keeping the ball off of their side of the field. Whitman-Hanson struggling a little bit. Sophia Blanco's trying to case that ball. Here comes Kayla DePasquale. This one's going out of bounds. Whitman-Hanson's going to throw this one in. This one's going out of bounds again. This time Marshfield is going to be able to throw this one in. Piper Ionis is going to throw this one in for Marshfield. Going to send it over to Sophia Blanco. Blanco cuts it across the middle, but is intercepted by Whitman-Hanson. Whitman-Hanson now going to send this one down the field. Marshfield going to intercept it. And this one is going out of bounds. Whitman-Hanson going to be able to throw this one in. And in Marshfield, a battle for the ball in the upper half of the field. Marshfield regains possession, intended for DiPasquale, intercepted. Sofia Blanco looked for the header. Whitman-Hanson was taller. Whitman-Hanson maintaining good ball possession against Marshfield, but Marshfield still has it on their side of the field. This ball goes out of bounds. Once again going to be thrown in. This time by Marshfield. It was going in. Whitman-Hanson trying to send this ball away. Marshfield still doing an incredible job keeping it on Whitman-Hanson's side of the field. Whitman-Hanson looking for an opening, but they can't find it through the Marshfield offense. And a quick penalty called there. Whitman-Hanson going to be able to send this one down towards Marshfield. This one goes deep over the middle of the field. Marshfield going to send it back. Whitman-Hanson, though, maintaining good possession of the ball. Now Kayla DiPasquale is going to intercept it. She's going to get it taken away from her. Kayla DiPasquale chasing for the ball. Whitman-Hanson just going to punt it away in desperation. Cameron Picard send this one towards the middle of the field. This one goes up towards Marshfield. Marshfield maintaining that ball to be towards Whitman-Hanson rather than their own side. Whitman-Hanson, though, making a good play on offense here. Whitman-Hanson charging down the field. A lone wolf, but Marshfield's defense is staying on them. Cuts across to the middle. Marshfield defense intercepts that one. Whitman-Hanson back in possession of the ball. Number 5 on Whitman-Hanson now dribbling towards her side of the field. Going to attempt to send this one back, but Sofia Blanco takes possession of the ball. Sofia Blanco charging down the field. Whitman-Hanson playing great defense. Kayla DiPasquale now heading for that ball. Marshfield had a moment there. Sofia Blanco trying to get down the field. If the Whitman-Hanson defender wasn't there, Sofia Blanco, it's safe to say she would have been gone. Whitman-Hanson going to send this one up the field. This one's going into the middle of the field. Whitman-Hanson still maintaining possession of the ball on Marshfield's side. Marshfield going to send this one back. And Marshfield going to send it back over to Sofia Blanco in Whitman-Hanson territory. Going to send it over to Sarah Foley. Sarah Foley unfortunately wasn't able to get there in time. DiPasquale in possession of the ball. Going to send it, attempt to send it to her teammate, but it's not going to work. Whitman-Hanson. Whitman-Hanson attempting the offense. Marshfield playing great defense. Whitman-Hanson heading down the side of the field, but it's not going to work. Marshfield going to take possession. DiPasquale now with the ball. Going to send it to the middle of the field. It's going to Sofia Blanco. Blanco dribbling down the field. 2 defenders on her. She cuts through the middle. Sofia Blanco has too many defenders on her. She can't make it. Attempts the shot, but it's just light work for the Whitman-Hanson goalie. A great attempt by Sofia Blanco. Whitman-Hanson definitely was struggling on that one. Seemed a bit of an off kick there from the goalie. Head towards the bottom of the field and out of bounds. Marshfield going to be able to throw this one in. Piper Jonas going to throw this one in over to Sofia Blanco. Attempts the header, goes over her head. Whitman-Hanson trying to get rid of it. Kayla DiPasquale going to send it back to the middle. And Whitman-Hanson regaining possession of the ball. Running towards Marshfield territory, but Marshfield playing the defense, and they know that wins them their games. Marshfield trying to get that ball out, a little desperate at this point. Whitman-Hanson doing a good job keeping it towards Marshfield territory. Marshfield trying to send it back, but Whitman-Hanson back and forth. And this one's going up and down. Marshfield going to try to send this one away towards the middle of the field. Whitman-Hanson, though, going to grab it and going to send it towards the middle of the field. Marshfield smartly just going to kick it away. trying to make sure it doesn't cross the 20-yard line. But now Whitman-Hanson is making a break. They're on the upper side of the field. But Marshfield playing the defense. Whitman-Hanson still in possession of the ball, despite Marshfield's incredible defense. And a penalty called, going to give Marshfield the ball. Marshfield going to zip this one across the field. Kayla DiPasquale going to try to send it down the field. Whitman-Hanson is going to regain possession of the ball, send it to the goalie. A smart play, just give it to the goalie. The goalie will be able to throw it or kick it away from there. Was going to kick this one down the field. Over to Marshfield's side, but Marshfield's going to get possession of the ball. Now on the upper side of the field here, Marshfield making a break down the field. Whitman-Hanson, though, is going to kick it to the goalie. Whitman-Hanson going to kick this one away again. This one towards the bottom of the field. Ooh, bit of a tumble there from number 5. And the whistle is blown. Piper Jonas knocking down the number 5 player for Whitman-Hanson. Whitman-Hanson going to kick this one in. Whitman-Hanson send this one down to Marshfield's territory. Whitman-Hanson in possession of the ball. But Marshfield playing defense, trying to get it away. Marshfield sending it towards the middle of the field, but Whitman-Hanson going to bring it back towards Marshfield's territory, and Hobbs is going to catch that one like it's nothing. She practices those every day. She knows how to catch those. Whitman-Hanson has to hit Emerson Hobbs a little harder than that if they want to secure a goal. I'll fight for the ball. Goes out of bounds. Whitman-Hanson going to throw this one in. This one goes up and down. Number 18 going to send this one over. Still in Marshfield's side of the field. Number 8 now, dribbling down the field. Lots of defenders on her, though. And we're going to pass this on to her teammate. Marshall, though, just trying to smartly kick it away from the goal. Marshall making sure it's not towards the goal, making sure even if it goes out of bounds, it is not towards the goal. And Marshfield trying to get this ball out of their side of the field. Whitman-Hanson, much like Marshfield at the beginning of this game, playing great offense. Whitman-Hanson going to send this one to the field. Ooh, and the collision there. DiPasquale now going to grab the ball. Going to send this one over to Sofia Blanco. Blanco in the middle of the field going to send this one down. Kayla DiPasquale chasing the ball, but it's going to go out of bounds before she can reach it. DiPasquale going to hand this one over to Piper Jonas. He's going to throw this one in for Marshfield. Sofia Blanco gets the throw in. Scuffle on the side of the field. Marshall going to get the ball. A corner kick. Always lethal in any soccer games, boys or girls. A group forming near the net, and it is almost scored. So close for Marshfield. Whitman-Hanson just able to put up that defense. What a play. Incredible save by the goalkeeper for Whitman-Hanson. And Marshall is going to be able to get another penalty kick, this time on the upper side of the field. A group forming as the corner kick is up. And it is almost scored, but not quite. Whitman-Hanson playing the defense that they need. Two great attempts by Marshfield. Whitman-Hanson just able to play that defense and keep the ball out. Now the goalkeeper for Whitman-Hanson is going to grab this one and send it down the field. Huge bomb to the middle of the field. We're going to send this one out of bounds. Whitman-Hanson. Excuse me, Whitman-Hanson sent this one out of the bounds. Marshall going to have possession of the ball. Marshall sends this one deep into territory. Kayla DiPasquale going to find it. DiPasquale going to send it over to Sofia Blanco. It's going to be kicked out of bounds. And the goalie is going to pick that one up. Incredible offense today by the Marshfield Rams. Both corner kicks. Kayla DiPasquale and Sofia Blanco. A dream team for the Marshfield Rams. Both playing great offense. Both have great chemistry when it comes to passing the ball back and forth. And Marshfield still on Whitman-Hanson's side of the field, despite the kick from Whitman-Hanson. A back and forth on the upper side of the field. No team able to gain the momentum. Hanson's going to try to throw this one towards Marshfield's side of the field. Marshfield maintaining the defense. That has been Marshfield today. Maintaining that defense, keeping away Whitman-Hanson. Whitman-Hanson's going to be able to throw this one in now. It's a back and forth. Piper Ionis going to throw this one in to DiPasquale, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it is Rams ball. I thought that would have been Hanson ball, but nonetheless, Piper Ionis can throw this one in once again. Going to throw this one over to Sofia Blanco. Whitman-Hanson playing great defense as Blanco. Going to send this one across the middle of the field, but it's going to be caught by the Whitman-Hanson goalie. Whitman-Hanson's goalie is having an incredible game today. An incredible save with the corner kick on the bottom half of the field. It's been absolutely incredible for both sides. Now on Marshfield's side of the field. Both teams going back and forth trying to get that ball. Whitman-Hanson now maintaining possession, going to send this one across the field. Marshfield going to keep with that defense. Emerson Hobbs going to take this one. She's going to send it to her teammates down the field. Huge kick by Hobbs. Once again in the upper half of the field, Rams and Panthers both looking for possession of the ball. Whitman-Hanson now going to send this one towards Marshfield territory, but Marshfield going to attempt to get possession. And it's a hard battle on the upper half of the field. both Marshfield and Whitman. And a kick for Whitman-Hanson now. Gonna come from the side of the field. It's deep towards the goal, but it's gonna be overshot. No one able to get that ball. Marshfield's going to regain possession. Emerson Hobbs gonna grab this one. He's gonna hand it over to Ryan Foley. Over to Piper Jonas now. Send this one intended for Sarah Foley, but Whitman-Hanson able to intercept the possession. Back and forth between Whitman-Hanson and Marshfield. Now Kayla DiPasquale chasing for the ball, not going to be able to make it in time. Sarah Foley attempting to intercept. This one's going down the field. Marshfield and Whitman-Hanson both going for the ball, and Marshfield smartly going to kick it out of bounds.
Number 13, Isabella Di Lorenzo, checking in for Whitman-Hanson.
Small substitution for Whitman-Hanson. Hopefully that increases their skill here in this game. So he's going to get thrown in by Whitman-Hanson. Now it's towards the goal. Marshfield playing the defense that they need. And it's shot towards Emerson Hobbs. She is going to be able to pick that one up and send it down the field. And we are just about to reach the halfway point in this first half of this incredible game. No scores yet. Marshfield playing the great defense, but also playing great offense. The same for Whitman-Hanson. Both teams incredible on defense. Sophia Blanco gonna grab this one now, send it over to Kayla DiPasquale on the bottom half of the field. DiPasquale gonna cut it across the middle, intercepted by Whitman-Hanson. Blanco's gonna give it a header. DiPasquale gonna try to send it towards the middle. Whitman-Hanson almost misses the kick. Whitman-Hanson desperately trying to get rid of the ball. When kicked over to Piper Jonas. Now to the middle of the field to Sadie English. And now, player falls down there from Marshfield. Small clutch at the ankle, but it's okay. She's up and she's still going. Now it's intended for Blanco, but Blanco, I don't think she's going to be able to make it. Blanco unable to make it. The ball was just too fast. Whitman-Hanson, the goalkeeper, is going to pick this one up, and she's going to send it down the field. Jonas trying to get the ball. Whitman-Hanson's going to throw it in. And he's going to send this one across the middle of the field. Marshfield trying to interrupt the possession Whitman-Hanson has. Unable to do so yet. And Marshfield now almost slips up there. This one's going to get sent deep down the field. Whitman-Hanson now charging towards the ball, but Marshfield defense just doing what they know best. Emerson Hobbs picks this one up. Hobbs sends this towards the middle of the field. Sophia Blanco going to send this one over to Ryan Foley, chasing the ball down. And he's going to send this one back towards Marshfield. Karen Picard going to send this one down the field. Whitman-Hanson going to interrupt it. Back and forth action from Marshfield and Whitman-Hanson. DiPasquale going to send this one towards Picard. Picard dribbles this one over to DePasquale, but Whitman-Hanson is going to send this one to the middle of the field. Whitman-Hanson going to send this one towards Emerson Hobbs. She's going to pick that one up and send it down the field. Emerson Hobbs send this one towards the middle of the field. Intended for Picard. Whitman-Hanson able to intercept that one. Now Whitman-Hanson going to have possession of the ball out of bounds. Throwing this one in. Back and forth action on Marshfield's side of the field between both teams. Substitution now for Marshfield.
Rowan Malvey checking in.
Rowan Malvey checking in.
First action of the evening.
Piper Jonas going to take a break. Excuse me, that wasn't Piper Jonas, that was Anna McNeely. Whitman-Hanson sending this one towards the field. It's going to go to the middle of the field. Ooh. I don't know how Marshfield does it. All these collisions, they hurt me. Great volley back and forth between Marshfield and Whitman-Hanson. Sophia Blanco gonna send this one over to Kaylee DePasquale, gonna send it down the field. Whitman-Hanson gonna interrupt it and send it down the field. Marshall gonna send it back though. But Whitman-Hanson gonna play the defense and bring it into Marshall's side of the field. Whitman-Hanson now breaking towards Marshall territory, takes a shot, but Emerson Hobbs gonna be able to stop that one like it's nothing. So he's gonna get sent down the field. Marshfield and Whitman-Hanson both want to score a goal to start this first half. Diona's going to kick this one out, allowing Whitman-Hanson to throw this one in. DePasquale looking for the ball. Now Sophia Blanco charging for the ball, but Whitman-Hanson, able to, dear. Whitman-Hanson able to stop the momentum of Marshfield. This one's going to get sent over to Cameron Picard. Over to Piper Jonas. Jonas going to send this one out of bounds. Whitman-Hanson throwing this one in, but Marshall swarming them on defense. Going to throw this one in. Picard able to intercept it. Marshall trying to get rid of the ball on their side of the field. Ryan Foley playing great defense. Sophia Blanco now trying to get the ball. Whitman-Hanson able to keep it away from her. Going to send this one down the field towards Marshfield's half. And it's going to go out of bounds. Marshall's going to send this one down the field, and it's going to go out of bounds. Whitman-Hanson going to have possession of the ball. Marshall doing great on defense. Kayla DePasquale and Cameron Picard both being brick walls to the Whitman-Hanson offense. It's a big group on the bottom half of the field here. Both teams want that ball. And it's a back and forth, in and out of the field. Whitman-Hanson trying to have a good possession of the ball. And it's going to be Marshfield's ball to throw in this time. And Rowan Malve going to send this one down the field. And it's going to go out of bounds for Whitman-Hanson to scoop it up. DePasquale and Picard both going for the ball at once. Back and forth action from Whitman-Hanson and Marshfield. With just about 10 minutes to go, both teams are scoreless. Both teams could use a goal before going into the second half. Sofia Blanco going to take this one down the field. This one cuts across to the middle, and it is no good. Sienna Bossi attempted the goal there, and the Marshall coach definitely not excited about that one. Yes, he's going to send this one down the field. Marshfield knows how skillful they are. They know that they can get through Whitman-Hanson's defense. They just need the opening. This one's going to go out of bounds. Whitman-Hanson going to be able to kick this one in. Whitman-Hanson stepping back and going to send this one deep down the field. Intercepted by Cameron Picard. Over to DePasquale. Ionis going to send this one to Picard again. And Picard takes a fall. And Sofia Blanco now. Possession of the ball. Going to cut it across the middle to DePasquale. It's going back. Piper Ionis now going to send this one, trying to send it into the middle of the field. Marshall going to kick it out of bounds though. Excuse me, Whitman-Hanson kicks it out of bounds. Piper Ionis throw this one in. Ryan Foley attempting to send this one into the net, but Whitman-Hanson able to stop it. Picard, going to give it a header. Rowan Malve going to send this one over to Picard. Picard's going to send this one down the field to Sofia Blanco. Sofia Blanco in a position she knows all too well on the side of the field. DePasquale going to attempt to take a shot. Whitman-Hanson defense locking down. Great defense by Whitman-Hanson. Sofia Blanco made an incredible charge down the field, sends it across to Kayla DePasquale, but Whitman-Hanson was able to play great defense and stop it. Whitman-Hanson trying to get rid of this ball. Going to send it towards the middle of the field, but Marshfield going to try to send it back, but Whitman-Hanson going to take this one towards Marshfield territory. Marshfield playing the defense they know they need. Whitman-Hanson, though, taking charge of the ball. Marshfield playing the defense. Whitman-Hanson still has possession of the ball, trying to get it in the Marshfield goal. Marshfield trying to kick it away. Whitman-Hanson still with possession. Marshfield unable to interrupt this possession so far. Whitman-Hanson maintaining the ball on the upper half of the field. Ooh, A big fall for both Whitman-Hanson and Marshfield. Whitman-Hanson now look to take the opportunity for that fall. This one intended for DePasquale. He's going to fight for the ball here. DePasquale has the ball. Going to send it across the middle of Blanco. But Whitman-Hanson able to intercept it. Over to Piper Jonas now. Going to send this one over to Sofia Blanco. Sofia Blanco cutting across the middle of the field. Sofia Blanco was looking for a shot. Whitman-Hanson playing defense. Blanco unable to make the shot. Seven minutes left in the first half.
7 minutes left here in the first half. We're going to have a timeout.
It's a timeout.
MHS coverage of MCM Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, and Road to Responsibility.
We are back from the timeout. Marshfield and Whitman-Hanson both rejuvenated and ready to begin the last 7 minutes of this game. Both teams have been evenly matched throughout this entire first half. Let's see what can happen in the last 7 minutes. Whitman-Hanson doing a great job deflecting Marshfield's offense. DePasquale sending it to Blanco. Blanco once again on the bottom half of the field, taking it down the field. So it goes out of bounds. Blanco going to send this one in. Over to DePasquale. Blanco sends this one across the middle of the field. Goes over to Piper Jonas. Going to send this one over to Sarah Foley. Going to send this one across the middle of the field. Just out of reach of the goal. This one gets cut across the field. It is a cold night here in Marshfield. Both teams have to be feeling the weather conditions. I know I am. Marshfield, oh, hard fall there for Marshfield. Marshall going to send this one across the field. Sarah Foley going to send this one down the field. Marshfield in Whitman-Hanson territory. Karen Picard sends this one over to Piper Jonas. Piper Jonas dribbling down the field, sends this one back to Cameron Picard. Whitman-Hanson going to be able to send this one back towards the middle of the field. Sienna Bossi trying to get possession of the ball, not going to work. And Sadie English takes a hard hit there from Whitman-Hanson. And Whitman-Hanson now charging down the field. Whitman-Hanson going to take a shot, and oh, Emerson Hobbs loses control. But regardless, she deflected the ball. Kayla DePasquale now with the ball. This one's going out of bounds. Piper Jonas going to throw this one in from Marshfield. Marshfield and Whitman-Hanson both going back and forth, trying to get a good possession of the ball. DePasquale going to send this one over to Blanco. Blanco takes a fall. Whitman-Hanson now towards the middle of the field. Sadie English trying to play good defense. Whitman-Hanson takes a shot, and it is unfortunately scored for Marshfield. Whitman-Hanson scores with just about 3 minutes left in this first half. Whitman-Hanson now leads 1-0. What a great play by Whitman-Hanson. Marshfield defense was right on their tails, but unfortunately they weren't able to stop the momentum of Whitman-Hanson. Marshfield now definitely has to be having some attitude. They know they need to score. Marshfield definitely wants to score before ending this first half. Just about 3 minutes to go. Sarah Foley now in possession of the ball, going to send it over to Karen Picard. Picard going to send this one to Deepa Squally, and Picard going to send this one across the middle of the field. This one's going to get sent back down to Marshfield territory. Sienna Bossi going to send this one back towards Whitman-Hanson part of the field. Sophia Blanco now with the ball on the bottom half of the field. Blanco, this one's going out of bounds. Sophia Blanco going to throw this one in from the corner to Deepa Squally, and Sophia Blanco going to send this one up the middle, and it is off the post. Karen Picard is trying to get the ball in the middle. Whitman-Hanson able to kick it away. Hard fall there at the upper half of the field for Marshfield. Whitman-Hanson playing great defense. 2 minutes to go. And it is time for a lethal weapon in the game of soccer. It is time for a corner kick. Marshfield gonna get a corner kick. If Marshfield needs a goal, they need it now. Whitman-Hanson plays great defense, able to take it away. And this one's going to go out of bounds almost. Whitman-Hanson doing a great job keeping it in bounds. Piper Jonas now going to send it across the middle of the field. Sophia Blanco, Whitman-Hanson able to intercept it though. Deepa Squally going to send it over to Blanco. In the middle of the field, now to Picard. Picard going to take a shot. Whitman-Hanson able to play the defense they know they need. The clock is ticking in the first half. Marshfield knows how badly they need this goal. It is a corner kick from Marshfield. A group of girls next to the goal. Everybody jumps for it. It's no good. Whitman-Hanson is going to send it smartly across the field. Whitman-Hanson has the lead. All they need to do is play defense. And that is going to end the first half of this game. Whitman-Hanson leads 1-0 against the Marshfield Rams here at James G. Anderson Field. We're going to take a quick break. I'll see you in the second half.
MHS coverage of MCM Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, and Road to Responsibility.
We are back from halftime. Marshfield and Whitman-Hanson playing on James G. Anderson Field. Whitman-Hanson is leading 1-0 against Marshfield. A late goal was scored by Whitman-Hanson with about 3 minutes left in the first half. Marshfield is hoping to come back and hopefully win this game. Both teams have switched sides of the field. Whitman-Hanson now on the left and Marshfield on the right. Whitman-Hanson now heading towards Marshfield's side of the field, doing a great job. Sophia Blanco now has been playing an incredible game She's been getting the ball towards the net for Marshfield. Her and Kayla DePasquale, an absolute great team. Fortunately for Marshfield, though, they haven't been able to score yet. But Marshfield's been playing great offense. They know how to score. Whitman-Hanson has just been able to meet them at every drive they have had. Whitman-Hanson going to be able to kick this one over to Marshfield. Whitman-Hanson with possession of the ball. Tessa Pangrowski playing defense. Emerson Hobbs going to be able to pick this one up. Marshall's going to be able to send this one down the field. Sofia Blanco chasing after the ball. Sofia Blanco able to get rid of the Whitman-Hanson defender. Going to cut across the field to Rowan Malve. And it's going to be picked up by the Whitman-Hanson goalie. Whitman-Hanson goalie going to send this one down the field. Marshall playing great defense. Marshall knows that they need to keep playing that great defense due to Whitman-Hanson scoring a goal on them earlier. Sadie English, an incredible player for Marshall when it comes to defense. She's been doing great today. Emerson Hobbs going to be able to send this one away from Marshfield. And it's sent to the middle of the field. Whitman-Hanson going to intercept it. Pick up the momentum. Sing it down the field. Marshall playing the defense they know they need. Marshall going to send this one towards the middle of the field over to Sofia Blanco. Blanco sending this one over to DePasquale, who collides with the Whitman-Hanson defender. DePasquale hopefully is okay. Her teammate Sofia Blanco helps her up. Now at the bottom of the field here, Cameron Picard has possession of the ball. Sends this one over. Sarah Foley going to send this one to Sofia Blanco. Sofia Blanco dribbling down the field, intercepted by Whitman-Hanson. Back and forth on the upper half of the field. Marshall knows how important a goal could be at this point in the game. Whitman-Hanson and Marshall back and forth with the ball. It's Whitman-Hanson now. And they send this one to their side of the field back towards Marshfield's. Sarah Foley now doing a great job confusing the Whitman-Hanson defense. Tessa Pangrossi going to send this one over to Cameron Picard. Cameron Picard going to send this one down the field over to look to be intended for Ryan Foley. Unfortunately intercepted. Piper Jonas going for the ball, and Piper Jonas takes a fall but gets up. Marshall sends this one towards the middle of the field. Whitman-Hanson keeping the pressure on Marshfield. English going to send this one over to Malve. Excuse me, Di Pasquale. Going to send this one over to Sofia Blanco. Sofia looking to cut it across the middle. She can't find an opening. Whitman-Hanson applying pressure on Marshfield's offense and defense. Marshall going to throw this one in. Over to Sofia Blanco. Blanco's been having trouble keeping up with her Whitman-Hanson defender. Whitman-Hanson now making an offensive charge down the field. Ooh, a little bit of a fall there by Whitman-Hanson. Cameron Picard's going to come up with the ball now. Going to send it over to Sofia Blanco. Sofia Blanco going to send this one over to Kaylee Di Pasquale. Sofia Blanco takes a small fall. She's able to get up though. Now Malve sends this one across the middle. Whitman-Hanson able to intercept it. Going to send this one over to intended Sofia Blanco. Pangrossi sends it back, but it's going to be intercepted by Whitman-Hanson. Whitman-Hanson making a charge down the field. Marshfield going to catch up to the ball though. Emerson Hobbs now going to kick this one over to Kaylee Di Pasquale. Over to Pangrossi. Di Pasquale now going to send it back to Pangrossi. A back and forth between Di Pasquale and Pangrossi. Intended for Sofia Blanco, but Whitman-Hanson applying great defense. Blanco able to come up with the ball though. Going to send this one over to Sarah Foley. Sofia Blanco takes another fall. A rough game this has been for Sofia Blanco. Whitman-Hanson going to throw this one in. Malve attempting to get rid of it. Now Marshfield going to grab this one. Sienna Bossi going to kick this one in for Marshfield. Gets sent deep. Intended for Sofia Blanco. Kaylee Di Pasquale comes up with it. Di Pasquale in the bottom half of the field trying to cut it to the middle. Whitman-Hanson playing great defense. Whitman-Hanson going to get rid of this one over to Pangrossi. Pangrossi sends this one over to Sofia Blanco. Sofia Blanco, fortunately unable to maintain possession of the ball. Whitman-Hanson going to be able to throw this one in.
Number 12, Allie Chapman checking in for Whitman-Hanson.
Whitman-Hanson throwing this one in. Marshall doing a good job applying the pressure, hoping to keep this ball on Whitman-Hanson's side of the field. Pangrossi unable to maintain possession of the ball. Number 8 on Whitman-Hanson, heading down the field, going to cut it across the middle. Whitman-Hanson still in possession of the ball. Marshfield trying to get rid of it. Marshall under pressure gets rid of it. Whitman-Hanson going to try to give it back, and Marshall smartly just going to punt it to the middle of the field. Over to Sofia Blanco now. Malve sended it over. Sofia Blanco going to be picked up by the Whitman-Hanson goalie. Whitman-Hanson going to send this one over to number 12 on Whitman-Hanson. Pangrossi trying to play defense. English going to send this one over the middle of the field, over to Di Pasquale. Malve and Sarah Foley both doing a good job at maintaining possession of the ball. Pangrossi with the ball sends it over to Di Pasquale on the bottom half of the field. Now Sofia Blanco in a familiar place, bottom half of the field. But unfortunately for her, is going to be kicked away by Whitman-Hanson. Pangrossi sends this one in. Back to Sofia Blanco. Unfortunately for her, he's sent out of bounds. Whitman-Hanson going to send this one down the field, they hope. Marshfield maintaining possession of the ball, trying to keep it on Whitman-Hanson's side of the field. They're doing a great job doing so. And it is time for an all too lethal moment in the game. A corner kick, Marshfield popped up in the air and did his back and forth. Marshfield would love to score in this moment of the game to tie this game with Whitman-Hanson. 26 minutes left. This one goes out of bounds. Marshall's going to send this one into the game. Whitman-Hanson playing incredible defense. Whitman-Hanson now has an opening. Going to send this one towards the middle of the field. And she is ruled offsides. Sarah Foley now with possession of the ball, going to send this one across the middle. Whitman-Hanson getting intercepted though, and this one's going to go out of bounds. Pangrossi, oh, excuse me, there's Whitman-Hanson's ball, going to send this one in. Pangrossi now going to send it over to Malve. Malve sends it to Picard. Picard fighting for the ball with Whitman-Hanson. Sarah Foley now fighting for that ball as well. Kieran Picard now going to send this one down the field. Whitman-Hanson going to interrupt the offense. Sienna Bossi now send this one to the upper half of the field. And Whitman-Hanson is going to be able to throw this one in. Whitman-Hanson and Marshall going back and forth in the second half. Oh, and a hard fall there from Marshfield. That's going to give them possession of the ball. A free kick from Marshfield as Sienna Bossi sends it over to Cameron Picard. Picard sends it to Malve. Malve trying to send it back to Picard, and a huge fall for both teams, Marshfield and Whitman-Hanson. Cameron Picard able to get up. Unfortunately for Whitman-Hanson, player was down for a minute, but able to get back up. Whitman-Hanson's going to dart this one down the field. Over to English, sends it back. Whitman-Hanson playing great defense. Pangrossi trying to get the ball. Unfortunately, she couldn't get there in time. Pangrossi going to send this one in from Marshfield.
Number 2, Riley Marshall, checking back in for Whitman-Hanson.
Whitman-Hanson going to intercept that play from Marshfield. Pasquale now sends this one down the field, intended for Sofia Blanco, intercepted by Whitman-Hanson. The ball is now back to the upper half of the field. Sofia Blanco not able to get the ball in time as it goes out of bounds. Marshfield Whitman-Hanson going back and forth, especially on the upper half of the field. That is where we usually see the most action happen. Marshfield going to send this one over to Whitman-Hanson's side of the field. Marshfield desperate for a goal as we approach 20 minutes in the second half. Marshfield had momentum in that moment. Sadie English going to send this one over to Tessa Pangrossi. Tipa Squally able to send it over to, intended for Sofia Blanco. It's going to be scooped up by Whitman-Hanson. Whitman-Hanson sends this one in the middle of the field. In the upper half of the field, Marshfield and Whitman-Hanson both trying to get that ball. Marshfield trying to keep the ball out of their half of the field. Marshfield not letting the ball cross the 20-yard line. Sofia Blanco now dribbling down the field on the upper half. Whitman-Hanson going to send it out of bounds. Marshfield's going to be able to scoop it up and throw it in. Sofia Blanco sends it into her teammate. Now across the field, Tipa Squally was the intended target. Cam Picard chasing for the ball. Tessa Pangrossi going to meet the ball at the 40-yard line. Pangrossi chasing the ball down, going to send it out of bounds wisely. Hobbs going to scoop this one up. A moment of momentum for the Whitman-Hanson team, but Marshfield able to play that defense. They know how dangerous Whitman-Hanson is on offense. Whitman-Hanson now struggling to keep the ball out of their side of the field, as Marshfield's going to be able to scoop this one up and throw it in. And a timeout called now for Marshfield.
MHS coverage of MCM Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, and Road to Responsibility.
We are back now from the timeout. Both teams have discussed their strategy, and both teams are prepared to come back and play. Marshfield's going to be able to send this one in from the sidelines. Marshfield sends this one in. Marshfield needs this goal when we are approaching 20 minutes left. Whitman-Hanson leads 1-0. Marshfield knows how important this game is for their season. They are 5-7-1. I don't think Marshfield can use another loss. Now corner kick incoming from Marshfield. A group of girls surrounding the goal. If Marshfield has an opening for a goal, it is right now. The ball is up and it is not scored. Whitman-Hanson able to get rid of it. Sarah Foley gives it to Sophia Blanco, and it's going out of bounds. Great defense from Whitman-Hanson, keeping that ball out. There's been about 3 corner kicks this game for Marshfield, and every time Whitman-Hanson has been able to make sure not to let that ball go in the goal. Whitman-Hanson going to send this one down the field now. Sadie English doing a great job on defense, making sure the ball doesn't cross the halfway point of the field. Unfortunately, it's going now. Sienna Bossi playing defense against Whitman-Hanson, and Emerson Hobbs able to grab that attempt at the goal. Emerson going to send this one to the middle of the field. English going to send this one over to Foley. Foley going to send it over to Malve. Malve looked for Sophia Blanco. Going to get scooped up by the Whitman-Hanson goalie. And Whitman-Hanson are going to send this one down the field. Karen Picard sending this one down the field. Karen Picard now rushing this one down the field. Attended for Sophia Blanco once again. Sophia Blanco unable to make it. What a header by Picard. Sophia Blanco has been playing an incredible game today. She has been an absolute weapon on offense. Unfortunately, no goals for her, but I could definitely see her having one later in this game. This one's going to Emerson Hobbs, and she's going to kick this one down the field. Over to Sophia Foley. Tessa Pangrossi going to send this one over to Emerson Hobbs. Hobbs going to send this one back to Pangrossi. Pangrossi going to send this one. Ooh. Now Sarah Foley with possession, and Marshfield. Marshfield looking for possession of the ball, but it's going to Whitman-Hanson instead. Once again, the ball goes out of bounds. Whitman-Hanson going to be able to throw this one in once again. Whitman-Hanson going to take a shot at the goal. Emerson Hobbs, like it's nothing, going to be able to grab the ball. Emerson Hobbs are going to punt this one in the middle of the field. Whitman-Hanson, though, going to try to bring it back towards the goal. Marshfield doing a good job playing defense as Whitman-Hanson still trying to get the ball towards Marshfield's goal. Both teams going back and forth, offense and defense. This one's going to get sent down the field over Sophia Blanco, who's trying to chase the ball. I don't know if she's going to be able to reach it, and she does. And Whitman-Hanson's going to send this one out of bounds just to make sure Marshfield doesn't get anywhere near their goal. That's a common strategy we see here in this game. Both teams, when they feel pressure, just kick it out of bounds, knowing that the other team is going to have a more impactful offense. And Marshfield, just like that, is able to score on Whitman-Hanson. We are now tied in this game, just about 15 minutes left. What a score by Marshfield. Marshfield needed that goal, and they got it. What an incredible play. What an incredible play by Sophia Blanco. Absolutely incredible. Now this game is tied 1-1.
Time to score at 1-1.
Both teams now looking to get another goal in order to win this game. Penalty called on Marshfield. Whitman-Hanson going to come up with this one. This one's up in the air. Marshall going to intercept it though. Whitman-Hanson. Whitman-Hanson knows how important a goal could be right now at this point in the game, as well as Marshfield. This game being tied, both teams don't want another tie on their record. Now Blanco with the ball. Tessa Pangrossi gonna throw this one in to Rowan Malve. Intended for Sarah Foley, who gets sent down the field off of Sienna Bossi, now to Sadie English, who sends it back to Tessa Pangrossi. Sends it over to Ryan Foley. Whitman-Hanson gonna send this one back towards the middle of the field. Back and forth is Marshall now, gonna be able to throw this one in. Tessa Pangrossi gonna throw this one in for Marshfield. Sophia Blanco. Sophia dribbling her way to the middle of the field and to send this one over. And it is almost shot at the goal. Back and forth action. Whitman-Hanson desperate to get the ball away from their net. Whitman-Hanson does not want another goal scored on them. Now this ball's up in the air, and it is over the goal. Whitman-Hanson gonna kick this one away from their goal. Down the field, off the head of Cameron Picard. Sienna Bossi now chasing down the ball, gonna send it over to Emerson Hobbs. Tessa Pangrossi now in possession, sends it over to Ryan Foley. Foley sends it over to Sarah Foley. And it is kicked out of bounds by Marshfield. Back and forth between Marshfield and Whitman-Hanson. Sophia Blanco now in possession of the ball. Whitman-Hanson catches up to her and kicks it out of bounds. Marshfield's going to be able to throw this one in. And another corner kick now for Marshfield. This would be the fourth corner kick for Marshfield, and this will have make Marshfield kick from each corner of the field. It is up, and it is unfortunately no good. Marshfield trying to score their second goal of tonight. Marshall going to throw this one in on the upper half of the field. Sarah Foley attempting to send it down the field, but it is down into Marshall territory. Sienna Bossi going to come up with it. Marshall going to be able to throw this one in. Sophia Blanco gives it a header. Sarah Foley and Ryan Foley both going for the ball. Shot was taken. Unfortunately, the Whitman-Hanson goalie able to scoop it up. Sarah Foley now once again with possession of the ball, gonna send it down the field to Sofia Blanco. Sofia Blanco now looking to send this one to her teammate Ryan Foley, but not enough room. So now to the middle of the field, Rowan Malve attempting to get the ball. Goes out of bounds, and Tessa Pangrossi gonna throw this one in to Ryan Foley. Back down the field to Sadie English. She's gonna send this one over to Karen Picard. Picard gonna send this one over to Kayla DiPasquale. She's gonna send this one over to Piper Jonas. Piper Jonas sends it back to DiPasquale. And DiPasquale dribbles it and cuts it across the middle, but Whitman-Hanson able to punt it back to the middle. And this one's going deep down Marshfield's side of the field. Emerson Hobbs going to be able to scoop this one up. Emerson Hobbs sending this one down the field now. Ryan Foley now going to send this one over to, it was intended for Sarah Foley, it looks like, but Whitman-Hanson able to play the defense they need. This one goes out of bounds, giving Whitman-Hanson possession.
Allie Chapman coming back in for Whitman-Hanson.
A substitute for Whitman-Hanson, hoping to keep in the fresh players to score another goal. Tessa Pangrossi going to throw this one in, intended for Sarah Foley. Whitman-Hanson playing the defense they know they need. Now number 8 on Whitman-Hanson, charging down the bottom half of the field, looking for an opening, cuts it across the middle, intercepted by Marshfield. Great play by Marshfield, great defense by Cameron Picard. Whitman-Hanson, though, still in possession of the ball. Whitman-Hanson doing a great job on offense. Fortunately, that one was a little miscalculated for Whitman-Hanson, too far down the field. Marshall now going to kick this one in. This one's going to get sent deep down the field. Whitman-Hanson, though, still in possession of the ball, trying to get that one in Marshfield's net. Ryan Foley dribbling this one down the bottom half of the field. Over to Rowan Malve. Gonna send this one down to Sofia Blanco. Gonna send this one over to DiPasquale. DiPasquale sends this one back over to Sofia Blanco. Great offense by Marshfield. And Sofia Blanco takes a hit. And Marshfield is going to get a free kick here from that penalty. This is a big moment in the game for both teams. Whitman-Hanson doesn't want to let up another goal, and Marshfield wants to get this goal to increase their lead. Excuse me, not increase their lead, gain the lead. Referee gives the signal. This kick is up, and it is scored! Marshfield scores! Rowan Malve scores the second goal of the night for Marshfield. Marshfield now leads 2-1 against Whitman-Hanson with under 10 minutes left in this game. What a play by Marshfield. Incredible kick by Rowan Malve. We are just under 6 minutes left in the second half. Marshfield just scored. They now lead 2-1 against Whitman-Hanson. This has been an incredible, incredible game. At this point now, with just about 5 minutes to go, Marshfield wants to run the clock and just leave the field with a win. If Whitman-Hanson loses this game, they go to their second loss, giving them a 2-game losing streak. Whitman-Hanson definitely doesn't want to develop a losing streak. Ryan Foley chasing the ball down the bottom half of the field, going to cut this one across the middle. It's going to be caught by Whitman-Hanson. Now there's 5 minutes left in this game. Clock slowly winding down. Marshfield leads 2-1. Gorse gold by Sofia Blanco and Rowan Malve.
Lorenzo checking back in for Whitman-Hanson.
This ball goes up into the stands as Whitman-Hanson is going to be able to throw this one in. Whitman-Hanson needs to score a goal at this point in the game. Sienna Bossi gonna kick this one away from Marshfield. Sofia Blanco now looking for the ball. This one into Whitman-Hanson territory. Sarah Foley now gives this one to Ryan Foley. He's gonna send it attempted for Sofia Blanco. This one gets sent down the field by Whitman-Hanson. Ryan Foley going to intercept that one to Tessa Pangrossi. Pangrossi going to give it back to Ryan Foley, who's unfortunately going to get it kicked out of bounds. And Pangrossi going to be able to throw this one in. I'm not quite sure what's happening here, that the clock is not running, but
Tran Daly checking in for the Rams.
and unfortunately for Sofia Blanco unfortunately cut her knee and is going to get medical assistance for that. And Karina Dali is going to take her place in this game. Now a free kick coming for Whitman-Hanson. This one's up. And Marshall playing good defense, but Whitman-Hanson taking a shot towards the goal, and it is just missed. That was the opening Whitman-Hanson needed to tie this game up. Unfortunately, though, Marshfield was able to play the defense and apply the pressure that was unable to give Whitman-Hanson enough time to properly shoot the ball. And just like that, Sarah Foley is back in the game. Excuse me, Sophia Blanco. Sophia Blanco is back in the game. Sophia Blanco unfortunately cut her knee, but she has gotten that taped up, and she is back in the game just like that. What a true champion she is. She knows how important she is to this Rams team. Marshall going to throw this one in. Fight for the ball in the upper half of the field. As the game clock winds down, Marshfield leads 2-1 against Whitman-Hanson. Marshfield at this point just needs to run the clock and take this win to put them to 6-7-1. But Whitman-Hanson is not going to go down without a fight. Whitman-Hanson knows how important a goal could be at this point in the game. But this ball is on Whitman-Hanson's side of the field. Marshall doing a great job. And Whitman-Hanson now going to get a free kick. Sent down the field, Whitman-Hanson rushing a little bit here. They know that they need the goal right now. It is now or never for Whitman-Hanson. Di Pasquale sends this one over to Blanco. Whitman-Hanson sends this one to the middle of the field. Back and forth action between Marshfield and Whitman-Hanson. A hard fall for Sophia Blanco. She's been taking a few hits in this game. It's been a rough game for Sophia Blanco. It is a free kick now for Marshfield. This one is up, and it is going to be caught by Whitman-Hanson. And that is going to be the game. What a win for the Marshfield Rams. Rams win 2-1. They are now 6-7-1. Goals scored by Sophia Blanco and Rowan Malve. Incredible game. Whitman-Hanson put up an incredible effort, but at the end of the day, Marshfield wins.
Marshfield 2, Whitman-Hanson 1. Thank you for joining us here tonight, folks.
What a game this has been. I'm Ben Wilson. Thank you for joining me on Marshfield Community Media. Good night.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. And Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.